Hello everybody, this is Luke from St. Mary's. I want to take this moment to make a video to invite all of you to participate in one of our adult programs. We've got a number of different offerings that can help you grow in your faith. And so I want to give you a brief synopsis of each one. Maybe you can find one that God's calling you to challenge yourself to grow this fall, this winter. First, what I want to make note of is keeping in balance. And this is a women's Bible study, and it takes the biblical wisdom and helps us to apply it to our everyday lives. This is a great study for women that want to find God in the everyday busyness of life and really use his wisdom to better manage the pressures and stresses of life. This discussion group begins on Tuesday evenings and begins on September 9th. A biblical walk through the Mass is a video series led by Dr. Edward Shree. This will be on Thursday evening and starts on September 11th. And in this series, Dr. Shree walks through the Mass and helps us to understand why we do what we do within the liturgy. And ultimately, we'll come to realize that it is only within the Mass that we find the completion of all God's promises and the completion of Old Testament worship, and that there is no substitute for the Mass. I'll be offering a class called David the King on Wednesday mornings, and this starts on September 27th. And in examining this pivotal figure of David, we'll see how God was forming his people throughout the Old Testament and how this comes to magnificent completion in Jesus Christ. Priest, Prophet, and King is a video series by Bishop Robert Barron, and this series dives deeply into the person of Jesus and his threefold office and mission of priest, prophet, and king. And in coming to know Jesus more profoundly in these ways, we are better able to discover how we can emulate the same mission that we received in our baptisms. This begins on September 29th and is on Monday evenings. Peace in the Storm is for caregivers. This book and discussion is meant to help those who have been caregivers or who are caregivers. The beautiful but trying role of caregiver can often be thankless and can be isolating and stressful. This course is designed to bring encouragement, joy, and hope through it all. Peace in the Storm will be on Friday mornings starting on October 3rd. Fulfilled is another video series being offered on Thursday evenings starting October 23rd. This video series is led by a former Protestant who realized that the Old Testament, its promises, the way it worshiped, are only fulfilled, only come to completion in the Catholic faith. Join the discussion to learn what makes being Catholic so great and how we can spread our faith to others. C.S. Lewis is one of the great Christian authors and thinkers of the 20th century. He's probably best known for writing the Chronicles of Narnia, but he also was a Christian apologist that explained Christianity to a world that was rapidly losing touch with its God. We'll read one of his masterpieces, Mere Christianity, and discuss what this book can mean for us in the 21st century. That'll be Wednesday mornings, and that will start on November 5th. Our men's group, That Man Is You, helps men of all ages form a community of like-minded men who want to be the man God has called them to be. If you want to be a better man, a man after God's own heart, grow as a husband or as a father, join the group on Friday mornings at 6 a.m. The new series starts on September 19th. And yes, 6 a.m. is early, but it'll be well worth your time. Lastly, I'm planning on offering a weekly discussion on the upcoming Sunday readings. Looking at the scriptures ahead of time helps us to really understand what God is trying to say to us in the readings, how he's calling us out of the humdrum of everyday life and calling us to be saints. This will be on Friday mornings after the 8 a.m. Mass and starting on September 12th. And so as you see, we have a lot of opportunities to grow in your faith. Some of these have books that are necessary. Some of them have books that are optional. The books sometimes can be expensive, and so I want to remind all of you, and please make note of this, that I never want finances or money to be a reason that you don't do something within the church. If you are thinking about doing a program but are worried about paying for a book, please contact me for financial assistance, and I will keep that confidential. I never want anybody to miss out on something, to miss out on growing in their faith because of finances. I hope to see you at one of these adult programs. May God bless you and your families, and may we all become the saints God has destined us to be.